All right, just waiting for your friends first. It's okay. Bên ไงบ้าง378เน่แล้วก็ใครเข้ามาบ้างเนี่ย1HU อืม 355-363-366-382 using the classroom computer. Good. Thank you so much. So to those of you who are at on-site or in the classroom, you just check the attendance into the line group first. Is that okay? Yeah. เดี๋ยวเราไปเช็คชื่อในไลน์เลยครับปังนะครับโทษทีวันนี้3722 okay good sorry for not telling you in advance just because I just got the notice or message and then I just come up with today class that just trying to be in online first. But anyway, I will be on site next week until within this month, maybe 2 weeks before October, and we can shift into the online again for the whole of October นะครับเดือนตุลาคือออนไลน์อีกรอบหนึ่ง So we're gonna have like a group presentation, right? I'm going to share multiple participant, this one, right? Okay. เดี๋ยวนะวันนี้มีทีมพรีเซนต์ไหมใครพรีเซนต์บ้างอยู่ในห้องปะไม่ใช่หรือว่าอยู่ข้างนอก Okay, 377754 in the classroom too, right? So how many of you? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, right? Seven of you in the classroom. Waiting for your friends first, just because it's an urgent, unexpected situation, flooding, quarantine, COVID-19, whatever here. And then sorry, 6 4 7 6 3 7 5 7 and 7 6 0, right? Into the classroom too. Sorry to those students who are in the in the classroom. Maybe next week I'm going to be there until the end of this month. All right. I think all of you coming into the Zoom already, right? And everyone's are there. So just make sure that you check the attendance into the line group first, okay? All right, so any group well group presentation for today class? Just raise your hand for me, please. เนี่ยนะเดี๋ยวก่อน1 3 6 2หน้านี้เปล่าเอ่ย พิมชยาสุการจนาสุพัชกา is that right? Wait for them a little moment. Okay, good. That's okay. All right, good. They all come to the class. Good. So you can share your screen here, right? And then yeah, I just let you do the presentation for today class. Okay. Don't worry, don't worry. I understand. All right, right. So again, how many of you are in the classroom now? Ah, good. That's it. All right. So I hope you guys ready for English presentation and just let your flow to be yours. 1, 2, 3, go.
Good morning, everyone. We are from group presentation week 5, professionalism and regulation, cooperation, communication, corporate communication, and corporate identity. So let's start with professionalism. Professionalism is not the job you do, it's how you do the job, is the key to quality and efficiency. Professionalism empowers public relations manager to negotiate with clients, to change organizational behavior, to consider the interests of publics as well as their own interests. Next. Regulation is an official rule or the act of controlling the system that are used by a people or organization to control an activity or process, or the action of controlling the activity or process.
Next is an 8 characteristic of professionalism. The first one is competency. The second one is knowledge. The third one is conscientiousness. The fourth one is integrity. The fifth is respect. The sixth is emotional intelligence. 7 is appropriateness. And 8 is the confidence. Next is an importance of professionalism and regulation in public relations. There are 4 importance of professionalism and regulation in public relations. The first one is trust. Public relation is about building and maintaining relationship. Trust is the key to successful relationship. The second one is social responsibilities. Every organization must have social responsibility by having to respond to demand that fulfill their social responsibility toward all stakeholder groups, to the environment, and to society as a whole. And the third one, community building and conflict resolution. A community is achieved when people are aware of interests and interested in common aims and regulate their activity in view of those aims. Communicate play a vital role as people try to regulate their own activity and to participate in effort to reach common aims. And the last one is power and obligation. Public relation is subject to much scrutiny because it is so powerful and influential, and with power and influence comes responsibility. There is an obligation on practitioner to be as professional as possible.
Next is corporate communication. Corporate communication refers to the internal and external communication between various audiences that the brand as a whole interact with. These audiences commonly include customer, employees, key stakeholders, government agency, and other third-party regulator. Corporate communication can have many formats depending on the audience who is interested. Corporate communication strategy will be typically consist of first, written words such as report, advertise, website, email, and memos. Second, spoken word like meeting, press conferences, interview, video. And the last one is non-spoken communication, such as photograph, infographic, or general branding. And let's see why it is important. These are 4 reasons which are boost credit. First is boost creditability in the eye of the customer, and honest and trustworthy brand is what it will keep you successful and impactful in the long run. Writing article for publication in targeted industry group journal and publication is proven and effectively method of developing brand character and credibility. And the second one is create a positive brand image. When the company are consistently featured in the media by holding press conference, telling the media newsworthy and positive story about their brand, or doing public relations, the public relation will begin to recognize them as a reputable and creditable brand that can be trusted. And third is generate brand awareness. Corporate public relation is an excellent way to get the brand in front of the target audience. If the organization does public relation properly, their story will be picked up by the number of media networks, give them the wider reach and coverage area for their brand, as well as adding the factor of brand validity to audience in relation to the brand and product. And the last one is enhance customer relation. PR campaigns help the company achieve that or their goal and build a positive outlook for their company. A good corporate PR campaign will be considered the internal as well as external public of an organization and build a good impression of the brand for both sections. Next is corporate identity. Corporate identity, CIO brand identity, is the manner in which a corporation, firm, or business enterprise presents itself to the public. The corporate identity is typically visualized by branding and with the use of trademarks, but it can also include things like product design, advertising, or public relations. Next is why it is important. CI is very important because it is something that represents the organizational characteristic and must be consistent with business goals. Then we reflect our corporate identity to the target audience that we want to communicate with. It will make our brand stand out and be different from competitors. In addition, it also helps to attract new customers.
For summary, first,
Professionalism and regulations. Public relations must achieve professional status to gain acceptance of its social roles as valuable to the society. Professions are based on core values and a body of knowledge that provides expertise on how to implement those values. For second, corporate communication. Corporate communications and public relations need to work hand in hand to communicate effectively with the audience in order to stand out against the competitors and creating positive organization image. For the last one, corporate identity. Public relations needs to build corporate identity which can communicate and attract the target customer. So these are skills that public relations should have in order to be successful. Next is the question time. Let's next. First, which of the following is the characteristic of professionalism? A, intellectual intelligence, B, competence, and C, uncertainty. You can type the chat. You can type the answer in the chat box. The correct answer is B, competence. Second, which of the following is the importance of professionalism and regulation? A, trust, B, create a positive brand image, C, knowledge. Correct. The correct answer is A, trust. For the third one is, what is the importance of corporate communication? A, generates brand awareness. B, community building and conflict resolution. C, all correct. Let's see. The correct answer is A, generates brand awareness. Four, how many types of format that includes in corporate communication? A, 2 types, B, 3 types, and C, 5 types. 5 types. 3 types. Let's see the correct answer. And yes, the correct answer is B, 3 types. Next. The last question. What is another name of corporate identity that we mentioned in the slide? A, brand identity, B, organization identity, and C, product identity. Let's see the correct answer. Yeah, and the correct answer is A, brand identity. Good job, everyone. This is all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
All right, thank you so much for the presentation for this week. Good. ฉุกเฉินนิดนึงนะวันนี้ เริ่มงงเหมือนกันนะฮะออนไลน์และออนไซต์นะฮะเบลอแล้ว All right, so thank you so much fun, right? So basically we have to do the hybrid, right? Learning experience together. So I'm going to say that maybe next week I'm going to stay on site, and so those of you who want to go to the university, you can stay in a class, right? But those of you who want to stay home, just study online, just because we have to do a hybrid here. That's all. Good. So thank you so much again for weekly presentation. Don't forget to send me a PDF file into the line group. Is that okay? Yeah. รีบเรียนเลยแล้วกันเนาะ จะได้ปิดไวๆ Okay, so for this one, right? So for this week, I'm going to let you study or understand more about the social media platform, right? That is related to public relation here. So basically, we talked about social media, which is really famous or practical, useful tools in order to make sure that, PR or public relations might get attention or even popular here. So we are talking about TikTok, right? Just because it is very prominent platform or online platform that is considered very important to everyone to, to get or reach into the large audiences here. Comparing to the Facebook or Instagram, right? So we got three top channels here. The first one is TikTok, second one is Facebook, and the other one is Instagram or short video here. Yep, that's it. It's all about like what we are going to study for tools to the public relation. That's it. This one, right? So basically, TikTok continues to grow, right? So basically, this is an application that we can see maybe for a few years, right? During a COVID-19, I can say that it is very popular, and TikTok is one of the most important, tools or platform, right? Just because lots of people or even like consumers, audiences, reaching into this kind of thing. So what we need to see is that how TikTok can be related to PR or public relation here. So basically, this is statistic for TikTok, right? So we can see like, nearly 70% of the US teenagers are on TikTok. So we can see that lots of people can use TikTok as a tool for entertaining or even accommodate something to be better, right? Or even like 90% of users log in TikTok every day. And TikTok spent lots of like maybe, what is that? 89 minutes a day on application. So meaning that lots of people using this kind of application. So when you do a blog or when you do the, maybe project team for a second half of this, public relation course, right? So you need to consider on TikTok, which is really important for, using it to be better. Next, please. Okay, this one, right? So basically, I think that it's all about like how important it is for TikTok, right? So you can see like nearly half claim that TikTok is something that really important or it can be seen, right, into the online platform, right? And also the way that TikTok use is not boring. It's just kind of interesting. So it's just like very super special tool to reach lots of customers or even influence many people to use it. So this is one of the effective strategy that we can see when it comes to using this kind of thing apply into the public relation, right? Campaign, whatever. Okay, next one is that it's all about brands, right? When it comes to talk about social media platform, right? We talked about social media commercialism, or I can say that social commerce here, right? We can see from the service, right? Services or even product or directly from the social media platform, especially those popular one, right? For example, like TikTok, Facebook, or even Instagram here. And this kind of thing that is all about research, right? Research on the thing that we can see consumer use something just because they prefer to do so. So in terms of social commerce, we can see that we can use this kind of thing or tool to apply, that channel to be better. Yep, right? Next. Again, right? This one is all about like, what is that? Okay, Brian developed a social audio strategy. So we can see like things related to TikTok or even Facebook, Instagram. They might have a new channel, right? For example, like short video here. So what we have to consider here is that makes sense to use it for effective strategy to make a public relation to be better, right? And also the way that we have to use it in a daily routine, daily life, and how may it contribute to be better in in the industry or commercial platform here. That's it, right? So basically, I'm going to ask, do you think TikTok is between TikTok and YouTube, which one is better? Maybe TikTok, right? Okay, good. And also the way that we have to use this kind of brand to develop more and more, right? For example, like some appearance on the TikTok or social media here might influence people to attract what you are going to, present on a public relation. So this kind of thing that we have to reconsider again and again. Eh? Yep. And next one is that we can see that from Facebook, just because this is one of the most effective tools to, expand our audience, right? For example, like we can see lots of features from Facebook, they're gonna apply to the short video, right? For example, reels, things like that from the Instagram, just because Instagram and Facebook is the same, right? I mean, like it's the same channel, but it's divided into maybe more and more channels together, sub-channel again, right? Also Twitter. So this one is very quick and fast-pacing from, online digital platform, right? Just because I think Twitter is kind of like, is very quick and very rushed from streaming of social media. And if you use it, what are the things that you are going to, consider? What makes it better or even practical in terms of public relation tools here? More and more live stream, right? This one would be like a new one to make it happen, to transform commercial platform to be more popular, right? I can say that it's such a growing popularity in terms of live stream, streaming something on a social media, right? For example, like TikTok or Reel from Instagram or even the Facebook or Twitter, you can say. Yeah, so this one what we have to make it, or let's say like if you create your own blog and you can use it like a short video and add into your content here, it might be more interesting, right? That's it. Live stream ว่ากันไปไม่มีอะไรละ So this one like benefit, right? I can say that you can review from it again, right? So basically what I have to conclude to all of you is that you need to consider how important it is from TikTok, right? And then try to make sure that Facebook and Instagram from Reel or short video can contribute your content, useful content or commercial here to be better, especially in terms of PR or public relation. Or also the way that you have to consider some content might not be, let's say like wrong or misconducted in terms of behavior, or even some content that might not be, let's say like it must be legal, right? Legally legitimated from this kind of thing. So I can say that we have to reconsider again, right? From let's say like first of all, what you need to do is that just compare, right? TikTok is that useful or not, and then compare more on social media, for example, like Facebook or even Instagram here. Yep. So this is all about like tool for social media platform. That's it. พร้อมนะไม่เอาละ discussion ดีกว่าครับ all right so today class I'm sorry what you need to do is that just I can say that just choose okay I have to say that for those who are responsible for those who stay on site or in the classroom responsible for team A, right? Event planning here, Facebook fundraising, government relation, investor. So you can group your team here and then try to discuss how important it is and how does it work. Okay. So basically I can say like this one, you can switch from Facebook into TikTok or even Instagram, Twitter. So you can change it, right? But try to involve from event planning, fundraising, government relation, and investor relation. Okay. So first of all, I can say that you can start with event planning first by using the tool on the social media, right? For example, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. And after that, we have to consider from the government relation, is that possible or benefit to the government or general public or not? And consider from fundraising, is that going to make a profit or something related to this kind of thing that you are going to present or not? And also the way that you have to reconsider on investment or investor that is related to your product here. So, okay, try to involve from step by step. You can come up with this kind of thing that is not Facebook, maybe TikTok or Twitter, or you can choose multiple platforms to make it. So, okay, so here it's all about like the integral thinking skill that you can plan for the future of a PR. All right, okay, so group your team A and B. So I can say like for those who stay on site, would be team A, and the rest you can discuss or just choose volunteer from the online classes here and talk about how important it is and how does it work. That's it. Yeah, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to give maybe 10 minutes to prepare for this, right? If you're ready, just turn on the microphone and then talk, and we can go for break. Okay? Okay, okay, Pim, okay. in class, we cannot use the microphone. I see. So. But you can talk, right? Or how you can talk or share this kind of thing together. All right, anyone ready to talk about this? Okay, you can send a volunteer, right? Maybe 1 or 2 students to talk about it. And I'm going to random for online student too. All right, how are you? If you want to go for break, you can talk, right? Is okay? Okay, any volunteer want to talk about it? Mấyมีแน่เลยไม่มีไม่เป็นไรครับงั้นเราไปเบรกนะ Okay, shall we go for break, right? Maybe you can write or written message into the chat box here. Okay. 15 minute or 10-minute break is okay. Maybe 15, right? Done. เดี๋ยวไปเบรกกันก่อนนะ All right, everyone. Okay, for second half, I can say that this kind of thing that you have to understand, right? Just because I think you can use it for maybe second half of the semester after midterm, right? Just because you have to create the news release or even the event in order to make sure that we can reach into the target audiences here. Yep, that's it. Okay. So I just sent you the link, right? The link from, what is that? Building your social media marketing strategy. So it's all about like a marketing strategy, right? And we can see that social media, or especially one of the most attractive one, right? So you can choose either TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, right? Whatever, just put it and try to make sure that it is practical or even useful for your blog. That's all. Good. For this question, right, I can say, all right, so for these questions from the following link, okay, so try to make sure that it is useful. Have you company intranet, right? If so, critiques is success of encouraging employee to feel more informed about company policies. If not, what would have to change? Where is the link? Link in there, you know, like I just sent you the social media platform into the line, right? Yeah. Yep, that's right. Okay. But it's a lot actually. Maybe we have carefully read it. It's just because it can make sure that you have full understanding, and then you can practice or apply to your own project, right? For your final exam too. So for this one, right, the following questions that we have to see and understand a bit, just because maybe it might not be right or wrong, right? So critical thinking or critique, this kind of discussion or resources might be really important for all of you to get the real understanding from the, you know, tools or even social media platform here. So here for the first question, right, we can see that, let's say like we use the internet as a big or an important tool to drive any success for a company. For PR or public relation, I can say that it is a part of a straightforward things or two to get, you know, target audience, and it must be aligned with the company policy too, meaning that we use the internet just because we can gain lots of popularity here, but it might be control a bit, that's all. And for this one, this is kind of like sometimes like the intranet or even internet here might not be useful for some reasons, just because if you use a wrong platform, it might not get a potential customer. So meaning that it might waste of time to do so. So we have to consider a little bit more, that is patient to the target audience. That's it, right? Try to make sure that you get the keyword or understanding from the question, and try to explain a bit when it comes to write written exams, okay? And for the second question is that both case studies stress the importance of the consultation with employees in developing successful internal communications. So here, the keyword here is internal communications, right? Meaning that your boss and your co-workers talking to each other. So this one is very important. So for PR, we are going to say that we have to communicate as internal communication within organization too, or even spread the information into the public, right? So here we have to understand the importance of internal communication, why we use email, why we use chat group, things like that, right? Are there any occasions when this would not be possible or desirable? So you have to discuss like, is it important or not to talk for, internal communication? So I can say that it is, right? It is important to do so, just because everyone have to talk to each other, like me and you, or even your friends talk to your friends' peers. Good. But anyway, when it comes to answer for this question, you have to see effective communication first. Try to research on the topic of effective communication. Maybe next week we are going to talk about it together, right? So this one, it would be like a tentative question for your final exam, maybe. Yeah. Clear. Break ไปแล้วเนี่ย case by case ไม่จบ case by case นี่ยากนิดนึงแต่ขอดูนะแป๊บนึงSo for the first question, right, how does the growth of the internet affect these communication models? In particular, look at its impact on the gatekeeper role in the Wesley-Macklin model and the idea of feedback or linear model. It's very difficult, so I can skip it then just because you can understand the model first. But here it might very deep and into detail. Maybe skip it then. Maybe Next, so what is the key difference in the role of the audience between A and B and C and D approach? Skip ไปเลยแล้วกันมันยากไปนะครับไม่น่าจะมีในข้อสอบเอามาจาก text แล้วเนี่ยตัวนี้จะกลับหรือยัง10:30ปล่อยดีกว่า public speaking ไปเลยแล้วกันนะ okay all right so everyone is ready to I just want to practice your speaking in front of the class but here is a little bit something happened, right? For unexpected thing. So here for weekly public speaking, public presentation here, how comes, right? Try to discuss on root cause and possible solution. อันนี้พิมพ์ผิดแน่เลย cause ที่เป็น cause กับ effect, right? Let's say like causal and effect and possible solution here. So we can see like we're gonna have 5 items here. The first one is employees problems. Second, leadership problems. Third one, PR team problem. So both leader and employee here, if you should see, right? Next, IT team problem is all about like social media, right? So we can, try to involve or engaging with PR or even team marketing strategy. Right, and then the last one is government official problem. Choose only one out of 5 and try to prepare for 5 minutes here, and then you can prompt to the talk for 1 minute speaking. Impromptu เลยก็ได้นะ impromptu คือคิดสดๆเลยนะหรือว่า plan ก็ได้ plan ให้เวลา5 นาทีจะจบแล้วแล้วก็เดี๋ยวก็สั่ง assignment ของDonald Trump นิดหน่อยนะฮะ week 4 week 5 week 6แล้วก็ปิดจ็อบเลยโอเคครับงั้นเดี๋ยวเรา random ทางบ้านนะ I'm going to random for those who study online here and I can check from the attendance check that you type into the line group. Is that okay? All right. So this is a public speaking, right? I'm going to let you prepare for a speech, right? For 5 minutes. So you can choose one out of five here. For example, like if you choose employee problems, right? So, okay, briefly, you can talk about the cause first, right? Maybe one or two, and try to solve the problem that is related to the cause. Possible solution here, one or two, and try to make a summary or conclusion from your speech here. So basically, we can see like for 1 minute, you can talk about cause and effect for a second half. I can say like 30 seconds, and then possible solution is a 30 second and conclusion for your speech here. For example, like if I choose leadership problems, right? Well, I think that leadership problems may cause a possible consequences into the organization, including internal communication and also external communication here. The first thing that I can consider for leadership problems that some of leadership person may not understand the employee properly. So it may cause the things that misunderstanding when it comes to communicating into organization. So here we can try to listen or give a chance or opportunity to listen for their employees to talk about an issue or even the problems that comes into effect for collaboration or even cooperation into the company setting. All in all, I can say that a leadership problem may not cause a problem if we keep understanding between employees or even keep active listening to each other and try to solve the problems as much as possible. Thank you. Manny, it's okay? Rum เลยแล้วกันนะครับ so shall we start for the first one for today class? I'm going to ask for volunteer 20 students from the classroom. Are you there? ใครบ้าง ยกมือหน่อยครับ Maybe we can skip from 20 students first. And then I'm going to choose Chutimon 042. Are you there? อยู่ไหมเอ่ย ไม่มีนี่แต่เช็คชื่อ มาแล้วหนึ่งโอเคไม่ว่ากันนะครับ And then next 758. Are you there? Three six three พิมพ์นดามาเดี๋ยวจะได้แบบปิดเบรกแล้วนะปิดจ็อบละ เปิดไมค์ได้ปะหรือว่าคุยกับเครื่องใครก่อนก็ได้ แสดงนี่คือไมค์เปิดไม่ได้เหรอแล้วเมื่อกี้ทีม present ใช้ไมค์ปะ Next 355. Can you choose someone online? Okay, good. Anyone online now? มาออนไลน์ก็ได้ครับ1 2 งั้นเราเอา random มา5 คนพอแล้วเราปิด job เลยกันนะครับทีม present เลยกันครับ move ครับผมนี่ alright so 362 are you there362 on site ทุกคนใช่ไหมครับ and then next 37 all members are in class ไม่มีใครอยากพูดแน่เลยนะครับงั้นhandle หน้างานนะครับอาจารย์โดโดต้องปิดคลาสแล้วนะโอเคไหมโอเคไหมโอเคพิมพ์โอเคนะครับโอเคถ้าอย่างนั้นก็ลองไปฝึกพูดแล้วกันนะจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยพาร์ทนี้เนี่ยเป็นข้อสอบส่วนของFinal นะเพราะว่าดอนแจ้งมาแล้วว่าจะเอา problems นะครับก็เลยอยากให้เราฝึกพูดนิดนึงแต่ไม่เป็นไรก็ฝากลองไป summarize whatever ไปแล้วกันนะครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยววีค 7นะครับวีค 7อาจารย์จะไป standby ที่ on site อีก2 วีค midterm เนี่ยไม่มีนะครับ skip ไปเลยวีค 9แต่ว่าอาจจะมีเดี๋ยวขอ consult กับดอนอีกทีหนึ่ง finalize อีกรอบหนึ่งนะครับแล้วก็ตุลาทั้งเดือนเนี่ยLCI บังคับ on site นะครับ LCI บังคับ on site เพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ย4 วีคตัดเป็น on site แล้วก็เดี๋ยวเราจะมาคุยกันอีกทีหนึ่งว่าจะให้ทำออนไลน์ว่า on site แต่ตัวอาจารย์โดโดเนี่ยต้องไป on site เดือนพฤศจิกาทั้งเดือนก่อน final อีกทีหนึ่งอีก4 วีคหมายความว่าถ้าเราต้องการ prefer มา attend on site ก็มานะครับแต่ว่าคลาสจะเป็นไฮบริดก็เปิดได้ทั้งออนไลน์คือปวดหัวมากออนไลน์ออนไซต์ตอนนี้แต่ว่าไม่เป็นไรก็ตามนั้นเลยแล้วกันนะงั้นขออนุญาตปิดคลาสนะยูบายบาย see you next week thank you so much for today class ครับผม